despite working out this muscle consistently, it's always been lacking. Now, you've probably guessed it. It's my forearms. But that's why for 22 days, I used a forearm strengthener, and here's how it went.
Yes, follow me.
Centimeters in 22 days. We take those. The muscles on my arms and legs are genetically depressed. Isn't there something about like being able to wrap your thumb and pinky around your wrist? But to be honest, despite having these like skinny skeleton forearms, I was only training forearms in the gym like once in a blue moon. And thinking that grocery trips from the car were enough. So, as per usual, I did some research. And I actually found an academic paper that talked about the training of the wrist and forearm, but it focused more on strength. And for me personally, I'm more focused on the aesthetic. I'm trying to look like this. Unfortunately, there weren't any studies that showed how long it takes to get big forearms. So I had to go to a few academically acclaimed research engines for scientific publications. Now, I searched up forearm training results, and I watched a few videos, but really, I didn't find any videos that showed measurements for their forearm progress. And on Reddit, the results were interesting. And just like other muscles, it takes months. And the most important thing was volume and consistency. And if we're talking volume and consistency, I personally chose a grip strengthener. So on day one, I started at 30 kilograms on the forearm strengthener, and on the right arm, we started with 25.75 centimeters, and on the left, we had 25.5. The discrepancy coming from tennis. And I would do sets of 100 until failure. And once I hit 2 sets of 100, I'd raise the weight. Over the 22-day period, I ended up making my way up to like 45, 50 kilograms, and I'm currently doing 50 to 55 kilograms with one full set of 100 and 75-ish. Now, I messed up because the forearm is actually used for hanging or holding things. And the motion of the forearm strengthener isn't its primary function. So, what should you do? So I learned this after the fact, but you should hang or hold something like in a deadlift or just on a bar to pre-exhaust the muscle, and then you should work out the forearms. But now that I've pre-exhausted you with all this filler, the results. So we started with 25.75 centimeters on the right and 25.5 on the left. At the end of the 22-day period, the right was just under 29, and the left 28.6. So overall, my forearm grew on the right side by 3.15 centimeters. And for the left side, it grew 3.1 centimeters. So if you account for the difference caused by tennis, then it was really even growth. And over an inch in less than a month, I'd say worth. I personally think that it's really hard to get big forearms because of two reasons. A, it takes a really long time. Even just using the forearm strengthener, it took a decent amount of time. But the benefit is that you can do it while like watching a show or something like that. But when you're actually in the gym and doing forearms, it can feel monotonous. Again, let's say I do 100 reps. This is me before, and this is me after. There isn't a crazy pump, and it's not very visually stimulating, considering that humans are visually stimulated beings. And for those of us, let's be honest, most of us here, chasing the pump, you can't really chase something that isn't there. So if you guys like the video, make sure to hit that thumbs up button. It really helps out the channel. But I think that's everything, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.